Suratનું Jaman e Kashiનું Maran. Surat has so many specialty cafes. Surat makes green pav bhaji.
एक नंबर.
एक number. Before I start this video, there is a saying in Gujarati, Suratnu Jaman e Kashinu Maran, which means that basically if you eat in Surat and die in Kashi, you've lived a full life. That's how important the food culture in Surat is. So yeah, I'm going to try as many of the local dishes as I can, and of course I had to start with the breakfast item, so I am trying out the most popular breakfast item here, which is locho. There are two places which claim to be the best locho makers in the city. One is Shriji Locho House and one is Chani Locho House. So locals recommended I try the Shriji one, so that's what I've done. Now a little bit about this dish. So locho was basically a mistake, like that's how this dish was invented. So a cook was basically making a batter for khaman, and he added some extra water, and then the batter ended up being too watery. So instead of throwing it away, they kind of gave it a different twist, and that is how this dish was born. So it's basically the batter of khaman, and then they top it up with sev and onions, a green chutney, and then you can request for an addition of oil or butter or cheese, whatever you want to. This is so flavorful, tangy, salty, a little spicy. I'm so sorry for this weird camera placement. I'm really struggling because there's no place to sit or to even keep my plate. So, and I'm on my own as always, so I don't have a place to keep my tripod. So this is the angle you're getting, guys. Can't help it. This dish, fabulous. I think I like this even better than khaman, honestly. Okay, now I get what the hype is all about. There's literally like an hour-long line outside the store. I was really questioning if I'm doing the right thing by waiting in line under the hot sun for so long. Totally worth the wait. Okay, Surat has so many specialty cafes. I have a list of like 10 different places, and I don't think 2 days are going to be enough to cover that, but I'm going to try to do as many. So today I'm here at this cafe called Meraki, which is like very highly rated, and people said that it's like really good and stuff. So I'm here today. I'm not feeling like a manual brew, so I've called for a cappuccino, an oat milk cappuccino. So they have a huge menu. They have some amazing like cold brew creations, and then V60 pour overs, and also like latte based beverages. So I've called for a croissant and an oat milk cappuccino. Let us see how it is. The cafe has a very nice vibe, and like I'm genuinely like really impressed by Surat's cafe culture. Cappuccino is decent. Croissant is not great. Very chewy, not flaky enough, very dense. Very disappointed with the croissant. Alright, so my next stop on my Surat food tour is this place called Sai Bhajia Center, and it is very close to the Dumas beach. So this Bhajia Center is actually well known for their very different kind of pakoras. So they sell these tomato bhajis, okay? Now I've never tried tomato bhajis in my life, but when I was watching all those Surat food videos, everyone had gone and tasted these. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. Okay, it's spicy. This one is high on heat. I can taste green chili, garlic. There's also a little bit of ginger, I guess. So it's quite hot. The chutney is balancing it out a little bit though. But oh my god, so flavorful. It's like elevating the slides of tomato to a whole other level. I literally never thought tomato and purple yam could be made into pakoras, but I think that's what Surtis do, right? Like they mix things that you thought would never go well together. I think these pakoras on a rainy day with a cup of chai, I'm sold. Like this is so tasty. Especially the tomato bhaji is just fabulous. It has a typical starchy like texture because of the yam. But it's not as bland as I thought it would be because the batter is nicely seasoned actually. I'm getting jeera, coriander seeds, ajwain. Pretty interesting. Not very high on flavor, the yam one, but the texture is very nice. welcome to the next stop on my Surat food tour. Now, full disclosure, I've actually already been to this place once. I came here the other night with my friends to eat, and I knew I had to come back to this place because the food was so incredibly amazing. So yeah, I'm here at Chandan Omelette Center for the second time. They are, of course, well known for their egg dishes. The menu just goes on and on and on, like egg boils and egg fries and egg curries and just all egg dishes basically. Today I've called for their cheese chutney boil, so which is essentially boiled egg topped with a green chutney and cheese. And the green chutney is actually what makes it special. They use green garlic and spring onion in this chutney, and the green garlic just adds like an insane flavor to it. This is really so flavorful. The chutney is like high on heat because the green garlic and green onion kind of packs a punch. The next dish that I'm trying is egg lahori, which the server recommended to me. He said that it's their bestseller. So this egg lahori is basically a mixture of green and red gravies topped off on like an egg scramble, and they serve it, of course, with their special pav. Now this pav is very different from the kind of pav you get in Maharashtra. This is like sort of thinly sliced. It is buttery and soft. The gravy is super creamy. And I feel like the combination of the red and green gravy just like hitting the spot. Going to top it off with some salad. If you're coming to Surat, have to come and try Chandan Omelette. Trying out A1 cold cocoa, apparently a Surat specialty. This is kind of reminding me of the iced Milo that you get in Singapore all over. So this is apparently a specialty here. They make it by boiling cocoa powder with milk. They boil it for a long time so that it achieves this like thick condensed milk like consistency, and I can taste it. It's super thick and creamy, not like your regular milk mixed in cocoa, but it has like a very thick texture to it. It's honestly a little too sweet for my liking. I'm someone who usually enjoys dark chocolate or like just things which are less sweet. But if you don't mind a little extra sweet taste in your drinks, then you might actually enjoy it. And I can see why this is popular because it gets so hot during the summers in Surat, right? So I think this is a perfect like summer drink because it's like it adds a lot of sugar and it's like cold, and they also add crushed ice to it. And then the guy just told me that they actually use ice made out of mineral water so that it's safe and hygienic. So yeah, if you're someone who doesn't mind sweet, you might actually enjoy this because it has this like creamy, thick texture to it. Cheers. I was extremely surprised to hear that Surat has a really good specialty coffee scene. So when I was actually thinking of traveling to Surat, a few of my friends who are like majorly into coffee told me that when you go to Surat, you have to try out the specialty cafes over there. And then when I googled, so many of them popped up. So obviously I had to go cafe hopping. This place called Rinoki, and it's this like beautiful, very minimalistic space. They apparently do a lot of workshops like painting and art and craft and all that. And it's a weekend, and I read that a lot of cafes can be super crowded, so this one is pretty relaxed. So I chose to work from here for a little bit. So yeah, I've called for a pour over. So they have blue tokai and corridor 7 bean options. So I've called for a medium light roast in a V60 pour over, and then they also have some nice food options. So I've called for a quinoa with sauteed vegetables. Nice. Very well brewed cup of coffee. Let us see how the quinoa and the coffee is really good. And let us try the quinoa with sauteed veggies. That's actually pretty good. So of course the most famous breakfast item in Surat is locho. And when it comes to locho, there are two most popular joints, and the Surti people argue which one makes the best locho. One, of course, is Sriji, which I showed you guys before. And the second one is this place called Jani Locho House. Now, because I already tried locho a couple of times, I wanted to try something different. Although I really enjoyed Sriji's locho, and if I had more days, I would try Jani's locho as well. But I don't. Sadly, today is my last day in Surat, so I had to try something different. So at Jani, I'm trying out idada. Now, idada is kind of like khaman, khaman. But khaman is yellow. This is made from white batter, so it almost looks like idli, but like in a khaman kind of form. They've topped it up with butter masala and served it with a green chutney and some green chilies on the side. This is also another like classic breakfast item. Oh, this is also nice. I would say tastes a little bit like kind of like idli actually, but it has this like tangy addition to it, and then the green chutney is kind of like sweet, and then the green chili is adding a little bit of heat to it. It's quite nice. It's not as flavorful as locho, but it's like a slightly plainer, more subtle flavor. But not bad. I'm quite enjoying it. This would be a nice breakfast dish to wake up to. So I wanted to take back some snacks for myself before leaving. So I'm at this store called Rekha Bain's Namkeen shop right now, and the store is literally like a paradise. You can see like they have like insane variety of flavors and khakras, and then you have all these snacks like bakar vadi, you have Surti farsan, you have matri, you have different kinds of like fried and roasted items. You have ready-to-eat food packets. Then you have roasted like vegetables. You have theplas. So I have picked up some khakras, some theplas, and some like roasted crisps. And so if you want to take some snacks back for your family or friends when you're in Surat. So I showed you Rekha Bain's Namkeen shop right now, and right outside Rekha Bain's they also have this like food truck kiosk sort of situation, and on that truck he has like your khaman and samosas and jalebis and all of that, but he also has Surti undio. Now Surti undio is very very popular and it's delicious. So if you want to try some Surti undio, I'm not sure actually if it's seasonal or what. Let's just go and have a chat with the guy who's making it.
हाँ मैम, इसमें अपनी सबसे मेन चीज़ होती है पापड़ी, फिर उसके बाद रत्ताड़ू आता है, शक्करी आता है, मुठी आती है, रिंगन आता है, वटाका आता है, फिर इसमें मसाले होते हैं. ये सब मिक्स करके वेजिटेबल सब्ज़ी होती है. ये गुजराती तिखी मीठी सब्ज़ी होती है. 14 जनवरी को उसका मेन दिन होता है. अब समझो कि नवंबर से लेकर जनवरी तक ही उसका सीजन होता है.
So yeah, basically undio is seasonal. So during the winter months, like around Sankranti, like how we have bhogi chi bhaji in Maharashtra, like that I think they have undio in Gujarat, and because the beans only remain in season for that while. And this you can buy it from here. They make it all year round because now customers demand it. So 350 rupees for 500 gram box. Not bad. Alright, so the next stop on my exploration of specialty coffee in Surat kind of turned out to be a bust. So there's this cafe called Overground Coffee, and it said that it's a specialty coffee cafe, so I kind of came here. I was really in the mood to have like a good pour over, but then I came here and apparently like they don't do, I mean they do specialty coffees, but their beans are over for whatever reasons. So yeah, I'm kind of a little disappointed, but anyway they are doing you know, your espresso based beverages, so I called for an Americano. It's average. It's an average Americano. Yeah, kind of disappointed. Not a fan of lower ground coffee. I mean, a specialty coffee cafe should be doing all kinds of coffees and definitely should be doing manual brews, but and even the Americano is not great, honestly. Need to find me another cafe for today. Not happy with the coffee at all. So I'm finally trying out a Surti sweet specialty. So a lot of people told me that Surat specialty is the ghari. So I'm at this place called C. Jamnada's Ghari Wala, which is the most iconic store. So I'm trying out their mawa ghari, and this is the kesar pista badam one. Very sweet, very rich. Like you can't have more than a small piece at a time. I think I like the mawa one. Very interesting texture. Kind of dense, little too sweet for my liking, but if you're a sweet tooth, you will love it. Next stop while exploring the specialty cafes in Surat, I'm here at 801 Coffee Roasters, and it was extremely difficult to locate. It's like on the third floor of some shopping mall situation, and I spent like 20 minutes just trying to figure out where this cafe was. But yeah, they seem to have a lot of bean options, so they gave me a different variety of options in like medium light roast, which I wanted, and I've asked for a V60 pour over, hot pour over. They've served it in a very cute cup, which I love. Also, it's a nice place to sit, so I'm gonna sit, have coffee, read for a while. Surat is famous for its pav bhaji, but not your regular pav bhaji. Surat makes green pav bhaji. So a lot of people told me to try out the Surat specialty, which is the green pav bhaji. And Mahesh Pav Bhaji is like one of the most popular places for pav bhaji in the city. So this is the green pav bhaji. Basically, they use spinach and a lot of other vegetables. They're mashed together in it. Apparently, it's like a healthier version of a pav bhaji. I don't believe there is any such thing as healthy pav bhaji, but I mean, it has spinach in it, so you gotta give it that. Although I'm not very sure how a bhaji with spinach in it is going to taste, so let us try. Also, it's been served with the Surat special pav, which is so different than the pav you get in Maharashtra. I love it. It kind of tastes like your regular pav bhaji, but if you think of like a little green leafy taste to it, like a little spinachy taste to it. I think it has like peas and spinach and of course some potato and some other green veggies. I'm not able to figure out what they are. Not bad actually. I'm ending my Surat food tour at Mahalakshmi Juice Center and I'm drinking their Anjeer and Kaju milkshake. This is quite delicious. So this place is known for their like milkshakes and juices and all of that. They also have some seasonal specials like muskmelon and strawberry, but I'm sticking to their OG. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one. Please don't forget to subscribe. Bye.